Pop Squat, coming at you. We're going to listen to something from Sewerperson. Yeah. And this is interesting. This is Sewerperson and Eric Godlow, and they've been doing a lot of stuff together, apparently over the last few years. And I really liked the stuff that I've heard from the pair of them. Usually Eric Godlow is listed only as the producer, but this song is credited to both Sewerperson and Eric Godlow. So I'm not sure what the difference is for this particular track. It is also produced by Eric Godlow. So maybe he just had a lot more to do with it, and so they credited him on this song as well. Again, it's called It's Quiet, Too Quiet. This is track number 6 on an album called Evening. It is 6 out of 10 songs on the album, so this is the 6th. And let's see, what does this say? This is credited as pop, rap, and emo pop. So I think this video should be interesting too. This came out in October of 2022, so just a few months ago, really, 6 months ago. And sorry, I forgot to mention this was sent in by Lucas, who sent in some money and said, hey, you should check this out. So we are doing that. And let's go. This is probably off the most recent album from Sewerperson. Don't know if I've listened to anything off of it before. I don't think I have, because I don't remember seeing an album called Evening. Let's see, Evening, Placebo, Atlantic Blanket, Patient Zero, I Shed My Lungs Every Morning, It's Quiet Too Quiet, 38 Interlude, Next Stop The Moon, Particles Floating Through Space, and The Basement Flooded. Don't remember if I've done any of those. I've got the lyrics over on the other screen from Genius. It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds, so let's check out It's Quiet, Too Quiet, produced by Eric Godlow, by Sewerperson. Oh, and I was going to say, apparently this is a video where Miles himself, Sewerperson, appears quite a bit in the video, which is getting more common for him from what I could tell in the comments, and it's kind of cool because it's nice to be able to see the artist that you've listened to so much music by.
I'm being paranoid, girl, can you reassure me that I am real as well, and I haven't been here before, cause I'm getting...
Oh, this is really good. It's really good. Wow, that's a great Black Widow on his arm. Yeah, loving this. I love the force behind it. He really comes in and selling it along with the music, and the music also has that boom, boom, sounds fantastic and really, really cool. Sounds like a very alternative rock start to a song.
I'm being paranoid, girl, can you reassure me that I am real as well, and I haven't been here before, cause I'm getting paranoid. Maybe just try to hurt me, bring me to earth again, pull me up from hell. Late deployed, I'm in the trees again, but it's a real thing this time, I cannot try again. They hold a vantage point, they hit my closest friend, and they would've hit my heart too if I forgot the vest. Yeah, when we die, where does the conscience go? Like if I were to die too, would I return home? Like would I be wrapped in peace? And would I be next to you? And would you be something to see? Or could I touch you too, my babe? Night is the kind that's meant to fade. The ones we take for granted now, the ones that slip away. I pray tomorrow's good enough to be a yesterday, cause half the faces I remember never look the same. I'm being paranoid, girl, can you reassure me that I am real as well, and I haven't been here before, cause I'm getting paranoid. Maybe just try to hurt me, bring me to earth again, pull me up from hell. Paranoid. Girl, can you reassure me that I am real as well? And I haven't been here before. Cause I'm getting paranoid. Maybe just try to hurt me. Bring me to earth again. Pull me up from hell.
Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that. I mean, I definitely have a style of music that I like, right? And it's alternative music, and that's what this is. Whether it's rap or whether it's pop or not pop, rap or rock or electronic. Like I like the stuff that's like that. I like emo. I like, and I don't even think this is necessarily an emo track, even though it's listed as being emo. On Genius, it's listed as being emo. But man, again, some like a great performance from him, even in this version, of the video where we see him. He's nailing it. He's getting all the words in. I assume he's lip syncing. This isn't recorded live. Really good. I love the first verse that's in here, and the second verse I think had some really cool stuff too. But the first verse was really great. Late deploy, I'm in the trees again, but it's the real thing this time. I cannot try again. They hold the vantage point. So it's like the story he's trying to tell here that we kind of get dropped into the middle of quite literally in terms of the lyrics, is like some battlefield, right? They've got they hold the vantage point. They hit my closest friend, and they would have hit my heart too if I had forgot the vest. When we die, where does the conscience go? I think he means consciousness. Or the person who wrote this did. Like, if I were to die too, would I return to home? Like, would I be wrapped in peace? Wrapped in peace instead of rest in peace? It's kind of like you're wrapped and you're calm and just wrapped up in the peacefulness of being dead. And would I be next to you? And would you be something to see? Or could I touch you too, my baby? It's so good because he's not specifically saying like, he's not specifically saying anything really. He's giving you enough that you can kind of fill in whatever sort of picture you want of what happens when you die. Like, do you go home and everything's fine again, like in a computer game? Do you reboot, or is it something else? Like, what is it? Like, you can make up whatever you want. It's some very good lyrics. Because he sets it up like you're out in this battlefield and, okay, my friend just got hit and died, and I would have died too. They would have got me right through the heart. And again, why is it through the heart? Like through the heart, like somebody emotionally got you. It makes me think of that. And but then instead of dealing with anything about like being on this battlefield, he goes into like, and what if I had died? What happens to my consciousness when that happened? Like, he just goes completely off in another direction, and it's kind of cool. Verse 2, I think my favorite night is the kind that's meant to fade. It's actually really kind of a nice thing. Like, it's one of those nights that just goes by and you might not remember it, but it just becomes like the pleasant fog of background memories of the stuff that you've forgotten that was just really nice. And that's why when you look back on your life, you're like, oh, it was good. Yeah, it was nice. It was just nice to hang out with them and sit on the couch and do nothing. The ones we take for granted now, the ones who slip away. I pray tomorrow's good enough to be a yesterday, 'cause half the faces I remember never look the same. He's all over the place. I mean, he's not specific. He's not giving us concrete details, but he's giving us enough that we can kind of go, oh yeah, I think I understand that. Like, I like the sentiment of it. It's a really good song. It's a really good song. It's nice. I have not heard anything off of this album, I don't think. And it makes me want to listen to the whole thing. It makes me want to download this entire album and go listen to it. It just came out in October of last year, so I'm sure people were recommending it at the time. But since I do my reaction channel, I don't go listen to new music, even if it's by artists that I really like. Kind of frustrating. This was very cool. Lucas, thank you for this. This is great. This is another really super cool song. Pop Squat. Check it out. I'm probably putting this on my favorites. I'm probably downloading this. Well, I'm going to download it right now because I want to hear this over and over and over. It's so good. I love his performance on this. Fantastic. Love it. Thank you. Good night. Please like, subscribe, and share. I think I said that. All that stuff. Do that stuff.